I do need to talk about this Tennessee thing and the court case very quickly, so bear with me. Got to get the clippable stuff in here. Today, it was announced, or just happened in court, but it was announced. Tennessee and Virginia have won their court case today, giving them the temporary restraining order against the NCAA that in the states of Virginia and Tennessee, the NCAA cannot investigate in antitrust and NIL regulations or any violations. Guys, I have been harping on this for multiple weeks. Since the announcement came out that Tennessee was going to be suing the NCAA behind Nico Iamaleava and the not anything that the NCAA has done. So other than them investigating Tennessee's quarterback about a potential NIL violation, the NCAA technically hasn't done anything to Tennessee yet on this case. See, here's the biggest problem that I have in all of this is everybody on social media, people that cover this sport, everybody seems to want to take Tennessee's side. Everybody hates the NCAA. I don't like the NCAA, but for once, just for once, I do believe that the NCAA in this instance, in this case, has the right to investigate Tennessee. I think it was a horrible court ruling today. And I don't know the judge, never met the judge, don't know the judge, don't know how fair it is. But when you go into a Tennessee court, something regarding Tennessee, how do you think that that's going to go? If you think that college football is the wild, wild west right now with NIL, the transfer portal, all of it, it's about to get crazier because what just happened today was an enforcement that the NCAA can't even investigate NIL violations. So what do you think that every recruiting office, what do you think every school right now is saying to themselves, every head coach, that a booster can call a high-profile recruit, get them on a plane, which is what Nico Iamaleava did. He gets on a plane with the Spire Group. He flies to Knoxville. They give him an NIL package. They fly him back to California where he's from, and it's no harm, no foul. Meanwhile, the booster was on the plane. But nobody in their mama thinks that Tennessee, yeah, heck yeah, go after him, Tennessee, in the NCAA. I'm with you on the NCAA and everything that they do. Most of it, pretty much all of it. But for the first time, I have to sit here and say to myself, okay, I have to say to myself, this is not okay. Has anybody in the chat right now, have you seen the movie The Purge? In the movie The Purge, it's like a 24-hour window where there's no police, right? No law enforcement, no police. And you know how the movie The Purge goes, all kinds of chaos and anarchy happens. That's what's happening right now with the NCAA, not being able to, at minimum, investigate NIL violations. By the way, Nico Iamaleava being on a plane with a booster of the Spire Group is not just an NIL violation. It legitimately is a recruiting violation. You can call it whatever you want. Say whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, that is not NIL. That is not name, image, and likeness. That's not how it was intended. There has to be recruiting violations. There has to be rules and enforcement of rules. So many of you complained about NIL. So many of you complain about how the sport is going. But yet, when something that actually should be investigated, something that actually was a pay for play, we are going to pay you to come here. Oh, let's go, Tennessee. Sue the NCAA. Put the nail in their coffin. Let's go, Tennessee. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. You kid the NCAA. Good for you. It's a massive, massive, massive problem when you have no enforcement. Who do you think is going to enforce anything? Greg Sankey? Tony Batiti? Kolitnikov of the Big 12? You think they're going to investigate their schools for recruiting violations? And by the way, LSU fans, just want to throw this out there to you. You cannot compete with Texas. Money per money, you cannot compete. You just can't. You mean to tell me that people in Texas aren't saying the same thing, that they're not looking at what's happening at Tennessee? Hey, a booster now can talk to any high school. So this was the ruling, by the way. Any booster now in the state of Tennessee and Virginia can talk with high school recruits about NIL and basically pay them in a pay-for-play system. And everybody just seems like that's okay. I want kids, and this has been my stance for so long. I still think of them as kids. I want college football players to be paid. That's not what I'm saying. But I want you to go about it the right way. I don't want you to be able to go out there and legally drop stupid amounts of cash to a kid to go to a place because everybody will do it and it'll be total anarchy. It is all